Hey everybody, so I am here to do a tag. This is an original tag by my friend Kayla from Crack Into a Good Book. Her channel is a lot of fun. I'm really excited to do this tag. It's about Christmas movies. I've watched almost all of these. I haven't watched them all, but the idea is really cool. It's called the Fave Festive Family Films Book Tag. Basically, there's Christmas movies listed and a little bit of info about the Christmas movie, and then why you pick the book that kind of coincides with that Christmas movie. Let's see here. We'll start with Elf. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. You know, it's the Will Ferrell movie. He thinks he's an elf, but he finds out, no, he was just adopted, crawled into Santa's bag, and then he has to go find his father in New York City, right? And the prompt for that one is, what is a book that made you smile? For me, it's the Robert Asprin books, and my favorite one in the series is Mythnomers and Imperfections. I have it here. It is so much fun. Basically, Skeeve is a apprentice wizard to a demon or a pervert magician who it's a blast. If you haven't read any Robert Asprin, they're not very long. They're fun. I read some Terry Pratchett recently, and it feels very much in the same idea. The take magic and make magic fun, and that's really what these books are. And they're just a blast to just play around with and read. I think I found this one at half price books for $1.99. And most of his books, I think you can find a free audiobook or whatever. He's passed away. And so most of his stuff is available somewhere. Number 2, The Muppet Christmas Carol. My favorite Christmas Carol adaptation. The Scrooged is a close second, but The Muppet Christmas Carol, I think, is a wonderful adaptation of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. What is one of your favorite adaptations or retellings of a story? So for me, I'm going to go back to a movie on this one, but Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a movie that is a very loosely based representation of the Odyssey, where a man is traveling back to his wife, right? The Homer in the Odyssey, you had the Iliad and then the Odyssey. So it's so much fun to watch. It's so much fun to just see the callbacks to the classic story. I loved it. It was a wonderful adaptation. Number 3 is The Grinch. So, who is one of your favorite villains? Well, I'm a big Wheel of Time fan, and I think the greatest personification of a villain is Padan Fane in The Wheel of Time. He spans many books. He's really given some good time in book 2, The Great Hunt, and then he comes in and out. But every time he's in the story, it's important. Every time Padan Fane is in the story, it's important. And the only thing I didn't like is the way that they finished him as a character. Sanderson has even said he regrets the way that he finished Padan Fane's character. I don't think he understood how important of a villain he was to a lot of us fans, and he didn't give him the ending that we all kind of wanted. But I think he's still he does something in book 2 that shows you how scary he is, and then he has a weapon that he's really cool. He's really cool. If you read the Wheel of Time series, I think you'll know what I mean. Number 4 is Spongebob Christmas Special. I've never watched this. I don't know much about it. What was one of your first books you read in one of your favorite genres? So I had never read any Gothic horror up until I read Frankenstein. And Frankenstein is a whole lot of fun. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley was really one of those books that gave me an idea that it's not always black and white who the good guy and who the bad guy is. I don't know. It's a fun story. You probably know a lot about the story. They've moved it around and done a bunch of things, but the book is very good, and I think everybody should give it a shot. Number 5, A Christmas Story. Name a book that won an award, either the Hugo or the Locus or the Pulitzer Prize. For me, I picked Leviathan Wakes. It was a really fun book. I really liked it. I want to read book 2 soon. That book won the Hugo Award. I think it earned it. I think it was very good. And I'm glad that I read it, and I can't wait to read book 2. I say I can't wait, but I have waited. I do need to get around to reading it, though. I had a lot of fun with it. Number 7 is Bad Santa. Name a character that's optimistic and wants to help others. I'm not exactly sure where she was getting on this one. I haven't watched Bad Santa in so long that I don't really remember a lot about it. I can't remember if Billy Bob Thornton's character was good or bad. I thought they were robbing people, but I don't. It's been a long time since I watched that movie. But my answer for that, for a character that is optimistic and wants to help others, is Thomas Senlin. For a long time, he still feels like, especially in Senlin Ascends, the first book in the series, he still feels like he can find his wife. He still feels like he can help his friends that he's tried to help in certain different ways. And it's a super interesting book where the Tower of Babel is a huge multi-level tower that has basically different ringdoms. The map is amazing. I think I've got a picture. I'll try to put it right here. But basically these ringdoms kind of do a different function. And it's really, really interesting the way that they do these functions. After reading book 1, I had the theory that it's doing something. I just don't know exactly what it's doing. And I'm assuming we learn more in book 2 and book 3, and then book 4 comes out pretty soon. So I need to catch up on that series so I can be ready when book 4 comes out, because if book 1 was an indication of how good the rest of the series is, I'm really, really going to enjoy it because I loved book 1. It was one of the best books I read last year. Number 8, The Santa Claus. This is my favorite Christmas movie. What is something from a book that you wish were real? And for me, magic. Just like, not, we deal with fantasy worlds now where things are drastically wrong. But I would love just everyday magic. Like, if we could have the ability to, like in Harry Potter, where the mother, Miss Weasley, is not even at the kitchen sink, but the dishes are getting themselves done. Or, just general magic to help with everyday tasks and activities, like the things we could do if we weren't so bogged down by scrubbing a stain, where we can cast a spell and that stain scrubbed itself, and maybe that's the lazy in me, that I just want some magical help. But like, to have just everyday magic where we just enjoy the everyday of magic, that would be fantastic, and I would love for that to be real. Number 9, The Nightmare Before Christmas. What is a book that is perfect to read in the winter? The Nightmare Before Christmas is fantastic. I love it. Oogie Boogie is a really good bad guy as well. Yeah. But I would say most likely for me, just read this, so I don't know if it's recency bias, but The Shining. Basically, people are trapped in a hotel on purpose. I mean, they're watching a hotel so it doesn't get damaged. Well, everybody's not there. They shut it down for the winter because it's remote. And it was so wintry, so shut in, so closed in, snowed in, really had that feeling of we can't leave here because it's cold, we'll freeze to death. So very wintry, for sure. Number 10, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What is one of your favorite creatures in a book? And so I'm going to go with Moby Dick, the white whale. The way that Moby Dick is written in a way of like the avenging spirit. And always, while I was reading it, I always felt like Moby Dick was this giant thing that wanted to kill you. And I had such a dark impression about sperm whales. I still think of sperm whales as like, you don't want to get near them. Like, I don't know, like sperm whales, from reading Moby Dick as a young man, I still think of them as just like epically huge forces of destruction. Like, I can't get that out of my head. And then Kayla gave us a bonus question, which is, what is your favorite Christmas movie? I already said it. It's The Santa Claus. Tim Allen is fantastic in the first Santa Claus. The second one and the third one aren't as good. But the first Santa Claus was so good. I watch it every year. I know a lot of people, it's a Christmas Story, and yeah, it's okay. But the Santa Claus is so stinking good. I love it so much. And as this tag is kind of a situational, we're getting ready for Christmas movie kind of thing, I wanted to tag some people, and hopefully they do it in the near future. I wanted to tag my buddy Michael Nip over at the channel Michael Nip. I wanted to tag Alan. He has been tagging me in a bunch of tags, and I'm trying to get to him, I swear, buddy. And I'd love to tag Victoria from A Musical Bookworm. She's a lot of fun, and she's tagged me in a few tags lately too. So thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Hopefully some of these books sounded interesting to you, and if you want to talk about them, please leave a comment down below. It'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel, and some awesome and fun read-alongs. Check out the description. It'll send you to the Discord. We got a presidential read-along where we're doing presidential biographies over the next coming year. We have The Lost Fleet, which you can easily jump in and catch up. We've got a couple of people doing that, and they're a lot of fun. We do some live streams talking about those books, and we're doing just a general channel buddy read. We're currently working on Dreamer's Pool, but next jumping into Hyperion, which will be a lot of fun. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.